It's the N-Will Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, we talk about toy haulers. Mars has ugly cars we all wish we never laid eyes on. We'll have the upcoming events calendar and late GCRS info from Gina Shield-Knowles, who will join us to talk about the upcoming Roundy Round race next Saturday at Houston Motorsports Park. Plus, we'll have this week's automotive news headlines. Just ahead on the N-Will Time Car Talk Show. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars, who hasn't said a word on the air all day long. King Conrad DeLong, we need more Jeff Zekin. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us today. And we've had apparently some sort of a technical issue. No. It's not an issue. It's typical and normal. So,
except this one's been a lot longer than they typically are. Usually it's that first 2 minutes of the show. Yeah. This one's an hour in. So I understand you've got to, after the show, you've got to get ready for tonight.
We all have to get ready for tonight.
You have a parade to go to. You're going to have to fly.
My mind was racing and thinking, well, I've got a party to go to, but that's not the party. It's going to be another party.
Surprised I don't
It's
have
a birthday party.
Oh, well, happy
and
birthday.
people will have their clothes on.
Happy birthday.
See, you couldn't
It's
get
not mine.
You couldn't get a straight answer out of him.
Oh, ba-dum-ching. We got to get a rim shot in here, in the sound effects here.
I don't know as if I call. Never mind.
I'll bring the kid in. We'll just set it all up right here.
Well, Mr. Mars, we're waiting on you once again. Do we happen to have? Do we happen to have a guest?
We had him.
We had him.
There he is.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, well, I'm hanging. I'm hanging on.
With Mr. Cooper.
DB Cooper.
DB Cooper.
No.
What?
You go.
Come on, Mars. We're waiting on you.
People trying to tell me what the hell to do.
Well, yeah, we're waiting again. So it's all right. It's all right. It's supposed to be Randy Borcherding and his friend, so we're just going to wait for that to happen.
Bear with us, Randy.
Are they?
Dun, dun, dun. Talk amongst yourselves out there in radio world.
So Randy can hear us because he's giving us the wave.
Hi, Randy.
We get
Is it
a
a wave
thumbs
or a
up.
finger?
No, I think it's a wave. Go ahead and bring him up.
Okay.
Randy, can you hear us?
Yep, we can hear, we can hear you. Yeah, now we got it. Yep, we can hear you as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cody's voluptuous. Oh no.
I'm hearing all sorts of echo and all of that sort of stuff. So we'll wait for Mr. Mars to fix that, and we'll just move on. At any rate, I had something that I wanted to talk to you about.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
What did I do?
Well, no, it's not. It's not something that you did.
What didn't I do?
Principal's
no,
office.
it's none of that. It was.
You going to get wax?
I don't want to do. I had it in here, and I can't remember.
Is it an Oldsmobile thing?
It's not an
No.
Oldsmobile thing. You wish. You and your Oldsmobile affliction.
Well, I think this weekend is the National Oldsmobile Meet in Murfreesboro.
Why aren't you there? Why
in
didn't you take your
Murfreesboro,
Oldsmobile
Tennessee.
up there?
Because I'd have to tow it.
And how long has this been going on?
October.
Why don't you turn it into an EV?
October what? What do you mean? It's been going on since October.
Yeah, it's when the
October of last year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's when the
1842.
when the ignition switch failed.
Uh-huh.
Didn't you have a column put in that? Or a
Yes,
steering wheel or something?
that's what drives me crazy. Is I put a tilt column in it, and now the ignition switch won't rotate.
In that particular
Tilt
steering column.
Mhm.
Well, have
it
you- have-
came with a new ignition switch and everything.
Have
so
you called the
Yep.
tilt column company, and what did they say?
send me the parts? So
And?
I just got to get the parts out of it and send it to them.
Okay.
Okay. Well, what else did you have?
What is it per mile for a wrecker nowadays?
I don't really know. I haven't used one in a while, thank goodness. I had a story in particular that I had specifically for you, sir, and now, of course, the way that the whole day is going, I can't find it.
So did you hear that General Motors is idling the electric truck factory for 4 weeks that builds the GMC Hummer EV?
I did hear rumor of that.
And I
Yes.
think some of it has to do with the transition to adding the Silverado EV to the production
To the
line
line.
because they're both going to come off the same assembly line. And then I guess GMC has announced there's going to be a Denali EV pickup sometime next year, which doesn't surprise me. Generally what Chevrolet does on
But
the
see,
truck
General
market.
Motors, you would shut down for model change anyways 2 weeks a year toward the end of the year.
Right.
And but this is 4
Into
weeks
the model year.
into the model year.
Yeah, generally it was the month of July or
Right.
during the
same
month
thing.
of July.
Yeah, and the workers, I'm sure, will be paid.
And GM is also planning on building an autonomous van called the Origin, that is fully self-driving, and they're going to deploy it using the Cruise rideshare company. Remember I talked about that a couple of weeks ago. Cruise is the name of a company for rideshare in San Francisco, and GM is going to deploy these vans, autonomous driving vans in San Francisco, which
It's a
I
shame
think
it
is
didn't
going to
coincide with today.
which I think is just a bad idea because San Francisco, coming to a stop in San Francisco, you have to know what you're doing because when you're up and down on some of those hills, and if you come to a stop, they actually tell you to turn your wheels in towards
Yes.
the curb. So if the vehicle moves, you're laying on the curb and you don't just go zinging down the hill.
Or
Did
if,
you?
if
Did
one of
you
the homeless jumps out on your hood or
Well,
anything.
Ford's got a recall for cars not staying in park. Can you imagine one of those being in San Francisco? Not a good day.
did you guys hear that Bruton Smith died?
Yes.
Yes.
How sad.
So, for those of you that don't know who Bruton Smith is, he was a longtime car dealer and is a pioneer in public automotive retail, as well as a NASCAR Hall of Famer, racetrack owner, or should I say racetracks owner,
Correct.
and philanthropist. Died on Wednesday. He was 95. I didn't realize
I had no idea he was that old.
he died of natural causes, according to Sonic Automotive, the public dealership that he founded.
Mm-hmm.
Smith, a giant in racing circles who helped support and promote stock car racing into a multi-billion-dollar business, started a company called Speedway Motors, which became the first motorsports company to go public in 1995. I did not really realize that. It later went private in 2019. He also was the first track owner to erect and shine lights on the course for a night race
I
in
remember that, yeah.
1992. That
Yeah.
was a big,
Yeah, it
big
was huge.
deal.
Charlotte, wasn't it?
Yeah. In 2015, Smith confirmed that he'd been diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and underwent surgery to treat it. The next year, he was inducted into the NASCAR Hall of Fame. Sonic Automotive ranks number 7 on Automotive News' most recent list of the top 150 dealership groups based in the U.S., retailing 103,486 new vehicles in 2021.
Wow. And
That's-
there's a whole flurry of Sonic stores here in Houston.
Yes.
Sonic's got a very big footprint
Yeah, they do.
here in Houston.
Yeah.
Did you know that Shirley Muldowney had a birthday this week?
She was 82.
82 years old.
Think
And
you had
still-
posted it?
And still, yes, I did. I posted it. And it's still as feisty as
I
ever.
was
Oh,
thinking
yeah,
the same
yeah, yeah.
thing.
That's one of those things that she'll never lose because that's who she is, and that's what got her to the Hall of Fame
Yeah.
and all the success that
Broke
she
that ceiling. Yep.
yeah, on the drag strip. And every female that's on the drag strip today owes her a debt of gratitude for what she
And
did
they
back
do.
in the day.
They absolutely do.
Yeah. I know that she's very tight with Erica Enders and her family and Stan Holt. It's heartwarming to see that she's still viable and
She still makes lots of public appearances.
Oh, yeah.
She shows up on the NHRA circuit. She showed up out here at Tailpipes and Tacos for us. Well, for Stan, we just happened to be there.
I got a wonderful black and white autographed picture from her to Dawn on it with her white go-go boots back in the day was the picture was taken. It was really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And another birthday-related story, not car, but music. Paul McCartney turned 80 on Tuesday.
Now, why did you have to bring us all down?
What do you mean?
I mean,
It's
really?
his birthday. Happy birthday. They say,
Happy birthday, Sir Paul.
they say, and it's a proven fact, the more birthdays you have, the longer you live. Just saying.
Did you also hear Toyota cut global production by 50,000 vehicles because of chip shortage? It's a lot of cars. You know, when you roll that into how much revenue that becomes. Toyota is also going to be partnering with Redwood Materials, a battery recycling company co-founded by the J.B. Struble, which is also the one of the co-founders of Tesla. They're out there to collect vehicle batteries to recycle them to
Kind of like catalytic converters.
Yeah, really.
That'll be the next big thing.
Yeah, but when you cut those batteries loose and you're underneath them, you're just dead because they weigh a lot.
Not only that, but can you imagine with a little bit of charge left in those batteries?
Zing.
You're dead anyway.
Yeah, well, they put out enough voltage to push it through you,
It's
and
like-
the amperage is
yep.
real high. You know, the plan is to take old, worn-out batteries and either refurbish them or break them down and extract the materials out of them and sell back to the battery makers.
Just like catalytic converters.
So, think about that. The guy, one of the co-founders of Tesla, is coming around with a battery refurbishing company. Yeah, let's go full circle on this.
All right. Let's go back out to Randy Borcherding, Painthouse. Randy, you there?
I am here.
How does that sound, Mr. Morris? It doesn't sound too good. You're just going to have to wait there,
on again.
Randy. So
Oh, is
We'll-
this
we'll
audio feeding into audio somewhere?
we'll let our audio engineer, Mr. Mike Morris, take care of
You've
that.
got it.
There we go. Now try it.
Okay, how's that? Talk to me, Randy.
Hello, Don.
Much
Oh,
better.
That
Yay.
fixed it.
That fixed it.
So, where are you and what are you doing?
Well, I'm standing outside my friend and employee's new ATC toy hauler. We're out in Magnolia, Texas.
ATC,
Yes,
that's a brand.
it is.
Very nice. Well, so
And
who's
for
going to talk to us about this new toy hauler? Because we want to look and see and hear.
I'll walk you around and you can ask questions. And yep, this basically, Jen and I owned one of these. You guys interviewed us, I don't know, a year or so ago,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
maybe.
You still have that one?
We do not, and I miss it greatly. However, Cody loved it so much he bought one. Yes. And he's now living in it full time, and that's what this is about, I believe, is to talk about his experience.
So this is like a Cribs episode.
Exactly.
Hey, Cody, what's the best way to find new friends? Buy a trailer.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And if you don't like your neighbors, you can leave. Exactly.
So, is this one planned to move vehicles around as well, or did you buy
Yes.
it just to house yourself in?
I'll let Cody answer that, but I'm going to flip the camera around real quick.
All right.
All right, here we go.
So I bought it because, well, needed a place to live because went through a divorce, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I loved Randy so much. The fact it had good space, it's kind of industrial rather than like some of these other RVs that I don't know. They're a little more what's the word?
Residential, perhaps.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And I want to help out Painthouse and be able to haul some of our show cars if need be. This trailer, it can hold a full size, 67 Mustang, 65 Mustang. I think we believe we had a 65 in yours at one time.
Yes, that's correct.
So I got mine so that I can actually hook up my truck, hold my Veloster, and I can go anywhere I want and have a little car to putz around in.
And where ATC's produced?
They're up in Napanee, Indiana, which is kind of the heart of the RV industry up there,
Okay.
near Elkhart.
Yep, that is the center, the nucleus.
Yeah. One of the nice things about this rig and what I was drawn to initially is it's all metal, all aluminum. There's no wood in it. And so many of the RVs are built out of wood that, they just, over time, they deteriorate, especially in our humidity. So this all aluminum thing is strong. It looks good, and it can handle a lot of weight, which the other types typically can't.
Are we going to get to go inside, or are we just going to have to stand outside and
In the heat.
In the heat.
Cody, did you clean it up knowing we were going to go on the air?
The basic outside structure is, it's a trailer. Storage compartment. It's got an awning. This is a triple axle setup.
Oh, wow.
So it can handle, I think it'll haul like 10,000 pounds of cargo.
So 3,000-pound
Yeah.
car and all of your junk.
Fuel, tires, tools.
So initially, here's the kitchen / bar.
So you got the
full-size refrigerator. Now we're looking back into what would be the garage area. Cody, go stand over there if you would. The nice thing about this trailer, which ours did not have, that wall he's standing next to is movable.
Yeah, so I can take this and move it to here and have full space for my car.
Oh, okay. Okay. So depending on the size of the vehicle and how you want to utilize the space, it's totally adjustable.
It's adjustable, or the wall can go away. And when you get up to this point, the refrigerator here, it's about 18 feet. So you can get a good sized vehicle in here and still have all your living space.
Now, is up above sleeping?
It can be either right now it's storage, but it can be a loft for, another bunk bed type thing. That is another feature they've added that my trailer did not have. So they've really done a good job of using the space in this thing in a useful way.
Probably listening to its customers as they were giving him some ideas as to how to make adjustments to it. I do like that movable wall feature. That's actually quite cool. So
the nice thing is you can create a room or an office. Let's say you had a UTV or dirt bikes, you can just block them off and not have the odors that might emanate from them in the rest of the cabin, that kind of stuff.
And the entrance to the back of it, is it a drop-down ramp that you drive up to get in and out? So do you have to kind of change the angle of the trailer
the pitch of it,
to make it work best?
Correct. That black door is a full ramp that drops down. You can drive a car up, but I think it'll hold 5,000 pounds.
Wow.
And they also have an optional, like a patio kit, where it will sit level, and you can have a railing around it, even have an awning out over it. It's a nice little deck if you want it to be.
There you go.
In the floor, it's got the airline track. Can't see it at the moment, but there's basically a run down the center.
Yeah, for tie downs.
One on each side. So you can do like motorcycles, UTVs, or full-size cars. It's got a lot of windows, which is nice. I've lived in another RV that did not have windows, and the windows really open up the space.
So next time I take my Corvette to the drag strip, I'll have a place to stay, and I don't have to drive the car on the street with the slicks on the back.
Yeah. I mean, I'm walking up now into the front. This would be like the gooseneck area, which is the bedroom. And it's a full, like, 6'3" ceiling height. You can stand up in here.
That's nice. So, but you have to have, it's a gooseneck, so you've got to have the receiver in the bed of the truck to be able to haul that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So
another bonus this thing has right here is a slide out, which, again, my trailer did not. So there's a small pocket that will slide out. It gives you some more storage. Just another useful use of what was just a flat wall before, but now you got a little extra room, a little extra storage. In here is either a closet or you can do a washer dryer in there. So you can literally live full time in this thing, and we did, and Cody is now.
So Cody, what is the first Painthouse vehicle you think you'll be transporting?
I have a feeling it's probably going to be one of our Corvettes. Maybe,
possibly to SEMA this year.
Hopefully one of those. I'd love to drag this thing out to SEMA and not have to pay pricey hotel rooms.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, I know, Randy, you and I had kind of bounced back and forth on Facebook that the Corvette I was looking at is not going to be your SEMA car. Tell us a little bit about your SEMA car.
Well, the one that we hope to get done in time for SEMA, and that's up to the upholstery shop. It's a 67 Roadster convertible, LS7, modern LS7. One of our custom colors, wheels, full interior. I mean, it's a nice resto mod car. It's very pretty.
And going in griots as usual?
No, we have a different project going to griots. It's a 67 Firebird convertible.
Okay.
Cool. I want to see a custom paint job on that rig.
On Cody's trailer.
Yep, I would do. I want to see it.
That's a lot of paint. That's a lot of paint.
Matching truck, too.
Would it fit in the booth?
We don't have enough of a paint booth for that.
Yeah, it'd have to be a makeshift paint booth out underneath the trees.
We're going to need a bigger paint booth.
Plastic tent.
Well, gentlemen, it's great to talk to both of you. Thank you so much for the tour this morning.
What a great trailer.
Yeah. And Cody, Cody and Randy, thank you.
You are most welcome. Y'all take care.
You do the same. Have a great 4th of July. Be safe out there. All right. Time now for the events calendar. Conrad has that.
Yep. And so tonight, after the show, is Saturday at the ranch at Harley Davidson in College Station. They're going to have a free cruise in. Starts at 11 a.m., goes to 3 p.m. Also starting at 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. In Alvin, Texas, is the Buddy Strong Car Show at the Cattleman's Western Store. Classic Car Show and Shine at Bel Air Boulevard in Richmond, Texas, from noon to 4 p.m. And again, Nifty 50s tonight up at Buckthorn Place in the Woodlands. Bombshell Saturday Meet is tonight as well, and that is the East Freeway Bombshells from 4 to 7 p.m. The HPM Apollo Meet at Crumble Cookies on West Grand Parkway in Richmond, and that's 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. And let's see, the final one will be the Dayton Cruisers Weekly Street Meet, and that starts at 7 p.m., and that's in Dayton. Dayton's not big enough. It's easy enough to find.
Somebody told me that the other day. Hey, fly out to Dayton. You'll find whatever it was you were looking for. No, I need to have an address. It's bigger than you think it is.
Well, for me, driving through on 90.
We're not talking about you.
It's just as big
Always
as
gotta be
driving
about you,
through
huh?
on 90. But if you take that
you.
north through downtown, it's quite a bit bigger than you think. But I
Dayton
don't
has a
generally go
downtown.
up that way.
Okay. All right. Time now for the car review for this hour. Mr. Mars has ugly cars.
Eventually he will. We can turn his mic on and we can listen to him.
I was very surprised.
What are you doing over there?
I'm still working.
Still working.
Working on changing a tire?
Working
or?
for the man.
You're working for the man.
Working for a living.
Okay, Mars,
Have
it's
a nice
all
look
yours.
at it. So-
ugly cars.
So ugly cars. So I thought, okay, there's ugly cars out there, but I was really surprised at
How
what I
ugly?
found. Well, no, it's such a matter of personal taste on what people think are ugly cars. I kind of looked around a little bit.
The Halloween edition.
Yeah, well, that was something puking. I didn't want to. There was a nice girl puking I found a picture of, but I decided the pumpkin was a little
Why?
more
Put
legit.
the girl up there. I'd rather see her than a damn pumpkin.
Well, that's probably true.
Conrad
I'm
just
sure.
puked on my shoes.
Yeah.
But one of the things I found that there is some. I went out looking at what other people thought were ugly cars because I'm a car guy. I like most cars. I like the way they look.
Oh,
But
hell,
there are
there's ugly
some.
cars
There
out
are
there.
some cars that I found that everybody thinks are ugly, like the PT Cruiser. For
I
example.
agree.
I had one as a company car. I had
So
a silver one.
I'm not saying it's a good car. I'm saying I don't see that car as being ugly. I mean, there's a fine line between the two. And the next one as well, the SSR, the retro. We've talked about it a lot of times. It's the pickup from Chevrolet. And
What a great idea for Gina Shiles Knowles. So the Miata race is, I think, done with because he couldn't get
No
enough
turnout.
cars. We need to have an ugly car race.
ooh, that would work because then you got a wider. Yeah.
Got
I
a
like
lot
it.
of people that
We'll
show
talk
up.
to her in a little
But
bit.
this was actually available with a 400 horse LS2 and a 6-speed.
Yeah, way too late.
But again,
I had them as company cars.
But you're talking about as fun to drive and things, and we're just talking about looks as far as the ugly. And the Chrysler Prowler is another one.
I
don't
wouldn't
think
put
it's ugly.
that as ugly. I think that was a beautiful car.
I do too.
underpowered.
But I looked
needed
at
a Hemi.
5 different lists, including Motor Trend and Car and Driver, and these 3 cars showed up on all of them as they
Well,
think they're ugly. And I thought-
Pontiac Aztec better be in there somewhere because that had to be the ugliest thing
So-
anybody ever built.
I found one of them.
so-
The 1961 Plymouth Fury is probably what I would consider an ugly car just because of the style of
I
it.
like it.
In fact, if you look at the research on it and stuff, a lot of people think that is because of the way they changed the lines and stuff on it. That's kind of what gave it everything back over to Ford because they took off all the fins and everything.
Well, that was during the space age.
Yes, it
Well, it
was.
was also a pretty popular police car.
Yeah, because of the engine and stuff. Okay, so
Do you know what I would do with that?
Tubbit, LS6.
You got it.
And I'm not putting these in a particular order, other than the Nissan Versa. That was kind of considered a
Yes, I would agree.
An ugly kind of
I think the
car.
way they did the
It's
lights
actually
in-
the
in the
Juke,
Gen
but it was
1.
based on the Nissan Versa,
It's
and the way
ugly.
they did it looked like a bug crawling across the top of the water. So, and then AMC had a couple of them that I didn't really
AMC
think were
had a lot
ugly,
of
but
'em.
they were, the Gremlin is one of them that shows up a
It
lot
wasn't
whenever people
near
talk
as
about
ugly as the Fishbowl
But it was
Pacer.
very functional as far as the time that they put it out. A lot of people like the functionality of it. And speaking of the Pacer,
The Pacer's next.
it came out after the Gremlin.
You
They
know
thought
who
they
had
were
one
doing
of
a good
those?
thing.
Do you remember a sportscaster by the name of Anita Martini?
Yeah.
She had a beige one. That was the absolute ugliest car in the parking lot.
That would be bad beige.
See, and I
It was
always
on
thought
Wayne's
that-
World.
Oh, yeah. I always thought the Matador was kind of an ugly car, too. That
Yeah.
final
I had a friend that
generation
had a
one.
Matador. He loved that car.
It don't show up a whole lot though. And then the other one for Don, I couldn't help but put it in here. The Nissan Murano Cross
Oh, my
Cabriolet.
God.
Yes.
Yes, the cross-dressing
It-
cabriolet.
To me, it looks like they kind of just went in there with a sawzall and cut a big
Oh,
top, a big hole in the
Mars.
top.
It'll
Mars.
be in today's parade.
So
Thank
the
you,
one,
Nissan.
The one and only that I had, it was a sea mist foam green cross-dressing cabriolet, and it's a convertible SUV.
Did it
Can
have the
you
Woody
see?
package?
Hey, hi everybody.
No,
hey
that is-
Don, can you wave when that? Oh, hey.
Hey, yeah.
That is truly an ugly vehicle. But
Going something a little smaller, there's a Suzuki X90 that I've never
oh,
seen
I remember
live.
that. I remember that. Itty bitty little
It
thing. You
is.
could
It's
lift
like
it
a
up,
little
put it in-
two-seater type
put it
thing.
in the
Put it in the back of your truck.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What's the
Uh,
one that, not a mini, but there's one, the smart car. That's
Yeah,
what
the
that
smart car.
reminds
It's about like that. I think this one actually looks better than the smart car.
Need
And
to
then,
hurry up with this.
Okay, then another one is that I kind of like actually is the Volkswagen Type 181, commonly called a Thing.
Yep. The
In bright yellow?
Caboodle wagon or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
me. Farfignugan.
And if you really got lots of money and you want to buy something that people consider
There
ugly,
you go. Here's your shooting
here's
brake.
your $465,000 Rolls Royce Cullinan.
Cullinan.
Kardashian.
And to me, it looks like it's got a big 18-wheeler front end on it.
You
big
didn't have
grill.
the Pontiac Aztec in that list?
Oh, it wasn't.
You can only
I was
dream.
gonna say the
Now, he
Aztec
just
was-
kind of
I must have-
conveniently breezed over it because you know what? He bought one for one of his kids.
No, I had
We
one
can
in
only
here.
dream.
Mhm. Hey, the
Aztec.
In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available 24/7 through the iHeartRadio app. Just look for the In-Wheel Time Car Talk words. We also, no, we don't. We don't stream on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com, and our podcasts are not ripe for the picking from your favorite podcast source. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues after this quick break. Get out the permanent marker and write on your wall calendar the next Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In, Saturday, September 17th, 2022. It's the fall edition of Tailpipes and Tacos at the Loopy Tortilla in Katy, 8 to 11 a.m. It's the only place cruisers compete for Loopy's Chili Pepper trophies and other prizes. There's no charge to enter your vehicle for Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, or Best Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's coolest and most unique cruise-in and is your opportunity to see the best hot rods, show cars, classics, and resto mods, and get Loopy Tortilla breakfast tacos with adult beverages. There's no entry fee, and cars will automatically compete for those much sought-after custom Loopy trophies and other prizes. It happens at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10. It's Tailpipes and Tacos Fall Edition, Saturday, September 17th. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there too. Celebrate the beginning of fall and the return of the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In, Saturday morning, September 17th, 8 to 11 a.m. We'll see you then, weather permitting. Want to take a minute to tell you about Gulf Coast Auto Shield, a Houston detail company like no other. Gulf Coast Auto Shield offers paint correction services that'll give your car, truck, or SUV a like-new shine. Afterwards, you'll want to protect it with a professionally installed nano-ceramic coating or protection film. Worried about your very expensive windshield getting damaged, broken, or cracked? Let Gulf Coast Auto Shield install ExoShield, a windshield protection film. Give John Gray a call today or check out their website, gcautoshield.com. Hey, whether you own a new, ultra-expensive, exotic, or a 5-year-old Suburban, Gulf Coast Auto Shield will help keep your investment looking like the day it rolled off the assembly line. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is conveniently located on the South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of I-69, the Southwest Freeway. Meet the staff and check out all of their services online right now at gcautoshield.com. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show is now part of the iHeart family. Now you'll have access to 24/7 Car Talk anytime you need a fix. Just download the iHeartRadio app and ask for In Wheel Time Car Talk, and there we are. Be sure to save us in your iHeart library for instant access. No matter where you are, you have the best Car Talk Show right on your PC, laptop, or mobile device and never have to worry about finding us again. Of course, you can always get access to our video and audio streams via InWheelTime.com and your favorite podcast channel, and all of this is free to you. From the iHeartRadio app, you'll not only hear our Saturday morning live show, but the best shows of the past, updated weekly. Never miss a minute of up-to-date new car reviews, pre-owned reviews, Conrad's Car Clinic, informative interviews, automotive news, and the most fun car talk show on the planet. Just download the iHeartRadio app, search for In Wheel Time Car Talk, save it to your library, and with a tap of the icon, you'll be in touch with your favorite Car Talk team. In Wheel Time Car Talk, streaming now on iHeart.com/InWheelTimeCarTalk.